Hey folks, this is Max and welcome to another workflows video. Now in this video I want to give you actually an overview of the workflows dashboard or the console, and that's what you're looking at right now. So that's the topic for today. All right, so first you're looking at a folder and I'm in the folder called examples, and then I have 10 flows here. All right. Um, all the folders that I have are on the left-hand side. Now it's a good idea to create folders and play your workflows in a folder. It's going to be easier to find them and to maintain them. And if other folks need to access, they'll be able to find it. All right. Now in the folder, you can sort by different columns here. And I had a video where we talked about different types. So there's this one, for example, is a schedule. This means it will periodically run based on the schedule. This one is based on the app event, so it's going to wait for an event to occur in a particular app, and then this workload will get invoked. So that's for the type. Now you can also, and actually I switch between the two views. You can go to, this is a list view, but you can also go like a tile view, which also pretty cool. So again, I switch between the two, but that's available. So in the flows here, you can also switch to tables, and I haven't covered tables yet, and I'll definitely do that in a future video. But a table allows you to store data that your flow perhaps creates or needs at some point. So for example, you start the flow, you save data into a table, and then at another step or card, you retrieve the data from a table. Anyhow, I don't have any tables here, but this is what the tables will be listed here in a similar sort of fashion as flows. All right. All right, let's go back here. Now, for each flow, let's go back to a list, and then there is a little gear icon, and then you can edit the description, you can test it, and you can also export the flow. So this is, if you want to, for example, share a flow with someone, you can export the file. And then to import, you would go into any folder. Actually, I will select any folder. Let's do learning. And then select the gear button for a folder, and then there is import. So the import is available only on the folder. So now you can also export in an entire folder. And so if you have multiple flows in a folder, you'll get all of them if you do an export on a folder, right? And of course, this is one of the main buttons here. Is you would create a new flow, and this is where you would do it. Now, moving up here, so I have the flows tab selected right now. Let's go quickly to connections. So connections, this is a list of all the connections that you have to various other services. All right, so you can see again, you can have any number of connections, and then they would be all listed here, right? And again, you can edit them, you can reauthorize, and you can delete. So again, as you're building your workflow, you're going to connect to Slack, to Google Sheets, to Okta, and whatever other options are there. And then so those connectors would be listed here. Let's quickly go to templates. So templates are ready to use workflows that you can quickly import and just run, or use as a starting point for your workflow, or just learn and see how that particular template works. So any template that you like, you open it, and then you can read the short description, you can look at some of the resources available, and then you will click add a template. And then here it actually tells you, so it's going to add one flow and one table. And it's also going to create a folder. So it's really nice. It's not just going to dump everything into just one folder, but for each template, it's going to create a separate folder, which I think is very helpful. So the folder name is going to be creates a report with Google Sheets, right? And then it will have one flow and one table. All right, so that's how it works. All right, so that's for templates. let's just quickly go, and I'll just open one flow just to show you some of the elements that you get there. So let's open. Um, so when you open, you're going to be on the flow tab, and this is where you edit and build the flow. The flow history, again, you probably heard me say I like a lot because it shows you previous executions, and it also, I love how the data flows, shows you how data passes from card to card. All right. Right here, it's active. Actually, let me turn it off so it doesn't run. Right here, you select different runs and see the history and the data that was used for the particular execution. One other tab here is the flowchart, which also it's pretty cool. It shows you kind of a high level view of the flow, right? So each card is represented here, and then you can export an image. But of course, you can also take a screenshot if you want to use it somewhere. Anyhow, so that's for the flows. I'm sorry, that's when we open a particular flow. These are the options that we get. Let's quickly look at home. So home is the starting page, and it has a lot of educational resources. If you're just starting, but of course you can always come back here, and see what's available. But first, there are a few getting started videos that are getting started, and then you can get more advanced videos. Here you have access to templates. Again, kind of getting started, most popular, and then lifecycle management templates. And then on the right hand side, you've got the docs link. You can schedule or attend office hours where you can get help. You can get training, and then you can also see what's new, what new features were released, and what new connectors are available. All right. So that's it. Again, just a quick overview of the dashboard, and yeah, I hopefully this was useful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.